Welcome everyone to today's hangout. I am Camilo Telles from CGAP, and today I have Rasoul Mikkelsen from Grundfos LifeLink. Rasoul, welcome.
Thank you very much, Camilo. Thank you. Nice to being here.
Rasoul, so first to start, can you tell us a little bit more about the problem that Grundfos is trying to address with the LifeLink solution?
Yes, actually in Grundfos we believe in sustainability, and we read various reports on how the projects after a few years collapsing, especially water projects in especially remote rural areas, and recently the European Commission published the review of the various projects and showed that actually 50% of project is not sustainable after 2 years. So what we're trying to do is actually we're trying to address both economic and social and environmental sustainability through LifeLink.
Excellent. And can you tell us a little bit more about how financing plays in your business model? How do you leverage global payments?
Yeah, Grundfos LifeLink provides a kind of holistic solution building on innovative technology, which means that that's actually closed payment system which people can use their mobile for transfer credit for smart card, and then they can use the smart card for paying for the water. There is various advantages of this technology. One is that you have a fixed tariff. Nobody can charge more than the water's cost, and the community or government decide what the tariff costs. Secondly, is closed between the transaction is actually between you and the water provider, which means again no corruption, no fishy business, no overcharge. And thirdly, people, when they pay and they can see the system is running, because some of this money or the financing will be invested in monitoring and maintenance and operations, then they are more willing to pay. So actually revenue finance the system.
When it comes to, we've talked about scaling, and you've mentioned sort of this big technological changes that are happening in places like Africa. Could you give us some signaling in terms of where do you see digital finance going when it comes to water provision, say in the next 5 years?
I think next 5 years we see, well, we have been discussing a lot with the investors about the kind of, I had another webinar another day on the investment for the water, is what is incentives to investing in the water. The first that comes is actually the revenue collection. So by this technology we make sure 100% sure that the service providers, the water service providers will collect the revenue or the money and make sure that investment comes back. And 5 years time, I think we will see in various scenarios. In the remote rural areas we will see a tremendous number of the small water service providers. We will see some NGOs actually also go within the water provision, or they're going to water service provider. We see the donors to kind of changing the mindset and saying, well, the water is human rights but not free of charge. So to make it sustainable, so we will we will shift on the kind of way we are doing the business in 5 years. And as far as our Grundfos is concerned, I think we will scale this technology across Africa. Now we are looking for 9 different countries, but in 5 years I think we will reach millions in Africa.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Rasoul. That's it for today's hangout. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I hope you come and join us again.
Thank you very much, Camilo. Nice to be here, and thank you.